Hi, Jeff here from Illuminated Fate. I have felt a change occurring within my inner world. And from what I can understand of the astrological charts that I've been reading and even these daily meditations, this change is occurring for the collective. What's kind of being revealed when I started these is an alchemical process that is occurring with everyone. And where that takes them, I mean, the stars don't determine our fate. They don't determine our destiny. They don't determine what we do in this world. They just show us the energies that are going to be in play. And the energies in play right now lead the way for someone to use them in a form of transformation. I know I'm not the only one feeling this. So what this daily meditation and the daily meditations to follow seem to do is give us clues, give us tools that we can use to help regulate that transformation in a way that responds to you. The Tao stones, excuse me, the Tao stones we've drawn today is the Tao over wood. And before I go into it, let me go ahead and just read the meditation. We'll forego the proverb and the poem this time. Here's the meditation. There is a right way to grow, just as the tree does, obeying the law of Tao. Around you, life swirls and trembles. It can seem so exciting, but the dangers are great. Be like the willow, which bends when the wind blows and so survives. So what we have here today is a meditation on growth. What is growth? Well, if we were to look at the image of the tree grows up and ever outward. But it's not that it experiences that easily. Nothing within the universe is easily accomplished. The tree has to deal with strong winds. The tree has to deal with insects and animals that burrow within it. You know, with the wind, the tree's growth is met with resistance. The wind moves it and shakes it, and it's in the tree's nature to bend with the wind. But that bending with the wind also kind of breaks it down a little bit. And so the cells within the tree have to reinforce and grow stronger, thus allowing for the tree to grow even higher and to spread out even further. The growth that the tree has, how high it can grow, is only as good as the roots in the ground. How deep its roots are anchored into the ground. Yeah, this full moon is a supermoon in Taurus, and it does give us an opportunity to not only reflect on the materials that we've worked with in our lives and to kind of stabilize them, but there's almost like a reinforcement that can happen with this moon. So when we talk about growth, we're talking about adaptability. It's through adaptability that we grow. Let's go ahead and go over to the cards. I went ahead, I got the box here. You got the Pulp Tarot by Todd Alcott. I figured since Venus was in play with the supermoon, we could use something that was a bit more aesthetic. And it's got a wild aesthetic to it. But I'm going to go ahead and zone in and focus on grabbing the right cards for the collective that's watching this video. You know, this was recorded during the super full moon, but this is a timeless message. And two pop out right just now. So, we have Strength and the Four of Wands. So much of what we were saying about growth and adaptability, you know this. And like I said, I knew it. I'm not the only one who feels this change happening. It seems collectively we are getting above the reactive mind. Or at least we're being guided in a way on some cosmic level to get past the reactive knee-jerk reactions that we have and to think about things in, I wouldn't say a detached way. What I would say is in a way that balances our logic and our emotions and helps us reason over our impulses. I mean, that's growing up, isn't it? We also have that paired off with the Four of Wands. So, in a way, like I said, tonight is a good time to reflect on the growth that you've had and to see where this growth will take you into the future. You know, we've been walking up to the crossroads during this time, and I think we are actually to the point where we make a decision on which direction we're supposed to go. And it's through our ability to just face our fears, face our anger, face all of those impulses, those triggers that snap us into a place of response, reaction. To have mastery over that. We're well on our way. We have plenty to celebrate. Let's see what the third card brings to the table. All right. This one just popped out as soon as I grabbed the deck. So this must be the one. We have the King of Pentacles. So, the King of Pentacles is a mature energy that looks at every opportunity. It knows how to, the King of Pentacles knows how to look at the world and see where they best fit in the world and how they can use the opportunities that are presented to them and adapt in a way that strengthens their place within the material world. This change, these adaptations that we've already been going through, they are bringing us to a place. Celebrate them now and figure out where to use them. Because much like earlier on in the week, how we saw the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles knows how to use all of that growth that we've had up to this point and to manifest that growth into the world and find a way to foster further growth with the adaptability factor that's needed in order to handle good and bad times. You know, the concept of good and bad in and of itself is a concept that we build up in our mind. It's one of those stories we tell ourselves when we look at a situation. Sometimes things that seem bad to us actually help us out later on. Sometimes things that seem so great end up triggering a downfall in our lives. But everything changes. Everything is growing. This existence that we live in is an expression of life. So, much like the King of Pentacles knows how to express their growth, from this day forward, what is your expression of this life that you live? I think that's something that we can sit with. If you have something that came to mind with that question, leave a comment. If you're liking this, liking these daily meditations that I'm giving you, give a little reaction. You know, tap the heart, the faces, the bell. I don't know. I don't know this social media thing, but I'm on this journey just as much as you are. With that, I'm Jeff. This is Illuminated Fate. I'll see you again soon.